Hello, I'm Fluffy Cathy here. Welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. If you guys are enjoying this content, please leave a like, leave a comment down below. Tell me what other games you want me to play. And of course, have a nice day, everyone. And have a nice day. Alright, let's go continue to chapter 4. Alright. I make my way to the forest clearing. In the dark, everything feels a lot more comfortable here. I do not have to pretend to listen to anyone, and I do not have to about myself. I settle down on a rock and stare up at the sky. I apologize, but Anise did not even understand my apology. And even now, I still cannot bring myself to trust those at the Martian. You can try, girl. You can try. I sigh and find myself speaking aloud. Maybe I am the Ice Princess. But have you seen the beautiful sculptures that can be made from ice, Princess? What do you want, Rumple? I turn to see Rumple walking towards me, a broad, grin, not grim, grin on his face. Ice always sparkles in the sun. It glistens and stands so proudly where it's been sculpted. I stare at Rumple blankly. He sighs and shakes his head. I'm sorry. That one was particularly bad, wasn't it? All of it was bad. All of it. He sits down beside me and his grin falters a little bit. Oh, you're too close. I have no white lilies to give you this time, my sweet princess, but I will offer anything else you would need for me to apologize for my advice earlier today. I can offer anything, my words, my body. I cut Rumple off as I am not in the mood for his usual behavior. You are always like this. All you ever do is flirt. Any meaningful thing you try to say is lost in the flattery you constantly give to people. It is shallow. You're right. What? I stare at him. Rumple is still smiling, but it is not the same confidence grin he wore earlier. Somewhere deep in my memories, I remember someone telling me off just like this. Many people enjoy flattery, Princess, and a lot of people are receptive, receptive to flirting. But nothing can measure up to a genuine compliment. But I stand by what I've said before, in that making a person happy is a good deed. Look, I'll show you. Rumple shifts so that he's looking right at me, and I notice that his smile is gone. Catherine, of all the women I've met, you are the most straightforward and honest. Many do not have the courage or the confidence to exhibit those qualities. Thank you. And that's why I admire you, and why I will always take your words to heart, because I know you will always speak the truth. I look into Rumple's eyes, which still have a gentle shimmer despite the darkness. For a few moments, his words float around in my head. No one has ever called my bluntness honesty before, and no one has ever complimented me for it. Oh. Rumple told me before that I deserve to be spoiled. Maybe it's because he sees the things I do in a more positive light. My, you're struck speechless by that, aren't you? You look cute when your cheeks are so rosy, my sweet princess. No, slap 'em. I glare at him, and Rumple just laughs in response. I put my hand to my cheek, suddenly self-conscious. Rumple smiles at me, but it is not the usual playful smile. Right now, he almost looks serious. Did he mean what he did? I just asked him. Just ask him. I need to know. Rexy, it's okay. You're safe, baby. Rex! Did you really mean the compliment? I'm sorry for the barking, guys. My dogs are a little bit barky today. A little bit. Of course I did. I told you, right? Making a person happy is a good deed. I wanted to show you that. Rumple's compliments do make people happy, even if I do find his words to be very shallow. But that feels different. Flattery is wonderful, but it usually only concerns complimenting a woman's physical appearance. Though I though I do that really well, don't I? Earlier I bet you made a niece happy too. You were spying on our conversation? Why? I would never. I just happened to be making my way down the stairs very slowly. You didn't even know what I was apologizing for. No, but you thought you had to after you listened to her, didn't you? I listened far more than you do. Princess, you shattered my heart so many times there are permanent cracks. But do not worry, the cracks in my heart allow even more of you to make your way into it. What? Rumple awkwardly laughs when I remain silent. Anyways, there are different kinds of listening, Princess. Listening to sympathize is one kind. Try trying to put yourself in someone's shoes, trying to understand them. That is one of those ways. Then there is the kind of listening that is shallow. One pretends to listen without ever letting the words into their heart. Words are fickle things. Mother always told me that people lie and that they would say whatever benefits them. It is foolish to trust words. What if Anise has been lying to me? Why would I put so much blind faith in people? Because more often than not, people are good, Princess. I let out an exasperated sigh. Sometimes I cannot tell if I am angry or confused by Rumple. Both, girl, you're both. Ah, what a beautiful sound! It was as if the sweet wind itself was gently tickling my ear. I slide away from him and scowl. Your scowl is adorable too, and you have such delicate lips. Right, you weirdo. I am still convinced that his earlier compliment was just a lie. How can he say something genuine and then slide right back into this pitiful flattery? For a moment, silence falls, and I find to my surprise that it is not awkward being alone with Rumple. Will you accept my apology from earlier? I promise I'll never try to get you to flirt with anyone ever again. Besides, if you flirted with another man and then grew fond of him, I would be devastated. That would never happen. You didn't let me finish. I was going to say that I would be devastated because that would mean that your heart belonged to someone else and my heart belongs to no one. I will steal it like a thief in the night. But that will also never happen. If not that, then I'll settle with making you smile at least once, because I'm sure you would shine as brightly as the sun if you smiled. You are unreasonably persistent. Love is a persistent endeavor, Princess. A man in love stops at nothing to win over the woman that he so adores. Then you must be in love with many women. Oh, she speaks the truth. I stand up. I would appreciate you just complimenting me when you mean it. But, Princess, I mean every one of my compliments. I have no energy to chastise him right now, but at least I no longer have that anger inside from earlier. It's been a long day, and I am going to bed. Would you like company? Punch him. Ah, I didn't mean. Good night, Rumple. Good night, Princess Catherine. I make my way back to the tavern, feeling surprisingly light. Still, even if Rumple's words may make me happier than I care to admit, he is not doing a very good job of helping me with my curse. I might not have I might have do this. Wait, isn't it I might have to do this on my own after all? Huh. The doctor. The doctor is in. What a brilliant day! The sun is shining, the town is full of laughter, and I have my sweet princess here to accompany me. I cannot help but groan at Rumpel's optimism, because we were both sent out to run errands. Because everyone thinks we make a wonderful couple. No, because we're partners. Partners, a couple, it may as well be the same thing. Half of the time, Rumple says some deep things, but then he says things like that. It is like he has two personalities. No, it is not the same thing at all. I take out the list and score? Score? Is that a word? It for the things we need to buy. More than half of it is already crossed out. I glanced at the bags Rumple was carrying. He refused to let me carry any of them, insisting that it would be impolite to force the load on me. That leaves me with list duty. This is a lot more laid back than what I have to do at the Martian. Okay, now we have the general medicine restock for Anise. My area of expertise. Never fear, my sweet princess. I will find everything we need. We already have a list. But Rumple just hums enthusiastically as we continue on our way, and I am not entirely sure if he heard me or not. We arrive at the little medicine shop in the central plaza. A man exits through the front door, coughing so loudly people turn their heads to stare at him. I wait for the man to pass so I can open the door to the store, but then I notice that Rumple hadn't budged beside me at all. His eyes do a quick scan of the man before he slowly begins to walk towards him. Sir, are you sick? Eh? What is it to you? If I was sick, lad, there's nothing I can do if I don't have any money. Besides, it's not like this will kill me. It's just a cough. How long have you had your cough, sir? It seems like such a minor thing, but Rumple suddenly looks so serious about it. He looks at the man with his eyes slightly narrowed, as if trying to see past him.